Hey guys, okay, so I wanted to do a video tonight just because I feel like we've had a huge growth in our team actually to date for May. We've added 17 people. That is insane. We're growing like crazy, and now because of that, there's so many new people that are navigating the business, trying to figure out what's going on, where they're at, just kind of the initial beginning phases of joining. And I'm so glad I can say I've been there. We've all been there. We've all been new. We've all, trying to figure out how this works, how Pulse works, how, you know, PSQV is and what it is and kind of what's the SV and what's the difference and just the lingo in general to get it down. It takes a while and that's totally okay. You have to give yourself time. You have to be patient. You have to stay positive. And I said this in probably one of my first team videos I did. It's a roller coaster. It's called the RF roller coaster because it goes up and it goes down and it goes up and it goes down and things happen and it gets exciting and then you have adrenaline and RF crack hits and you can't go to bed at night because you're so excited. And then you have like a really slow start to the next month and it's just killing you and you just think, "Oh my gosh, there's no way this is going to be a good month. I'm just probably should never do this again. Nobody's going to buy from me." No, that's not it at all. But I will tell you that people can feed off that and people know just kind of in your demeanor and in your typing. I swear to you, you can read emotion in typing, whether you're aware of it or not, but I'm pretty sure it's possible. And so I'm always staying positive. It doesn't matter to me what you're doing, where you are, what's going on in your life. If you're running this like a true business, you've got to be upbeat, positive. You've got to, give off to your shareholders that everything's great and, you're going to pump it up and your team's going to end the month awesome and they're going to start the month awesome and you're going to be okay and it's going to be a great year and your customers are happy and you're doing awesome. You've got to feel that in yourself even when it's a little bit tougher and it's a slower month because it doesn't matter what's going on. You're still the CEO of your business. That being said, I have a couple notes. Let yourself learn the business and use the team tools. I wrote that down. So give yourself time. I started this December 1st. Look at me now. This is 6 months later. I have grown so much. I will tell you honestly, because I'm very transparent. The first month, I texted Kelly, my sister-in-law, and I was like, if I see one more post from this Dream Team page, I am going to die. I'm going to defriend this page. I don't want to see anything more. All it does is blow my phone up. This is crazy. And now I'm like, oh my God, this is a huge tool. Like I live and breathe these pages. Like I need to see what's going on Dream Team. I need to know what's going on. I had no idea what I was even looking at in December. No idea at all. So you're going to grow and you're going to come into it and you're going to learn so much. It's a journey and you have to kind of embrace where you're at when you're there and know that of course this too shall pass. You're going to grow, you're going to learn, you're going to start to build a team eventually. That being said, I didn't get my first team member till almost 2 months in the business. She joined in week 7 for me, and she was a PC of mine first. Do you know how hard it was to not have a consultant in the beginning and to know everybody else is building a team? I've been there. Everybody is there. You're on your own schedule. You're on your own path. You're learning your own ways. Not everybody gets that right out the door running and has 9 consultants in 1 week. That doesn't happen. It's not something that is common and it's not something that you need to judge your success on at all because it doesn't mean anything. There's so many people that started out slow in this company and are the top RFX, leaders right now or they're top level 5 leaders. And they just knew that this was their journey. They didn't put any unnecessary pressure on themselves. They rode the roller coaster. You don't get on Facebook and tell, your team pages that, oh my gosh, it's such a slow month, or oh my gosh, I'm doing terrible, or I can't get anybody to respond. No way. Debbie Coder has, and you'll see this if you haven't already, she has a no negative comments on her Dream Team page rule. Nothing negative. She'll delete it. She does not put up with that because she knows that that does not breed the kind of success that she wants her dream team members to have. So you've got to stay positive. You might be able to think, oh my gosh, I'm kind of worried I'm having a slower month than normal. I hope I pick up. But that's as far as you can take it. Don't let that bring you down. Don't let that feed off into your teammates or other people on your team or people below you in your downline. Don't let them feel that. That's not good duplication, and that's not what you want to pass on, because things can change in the blink of an eye. And I know that all too well. I've had people message me out of nowhere in an evening and say, okay, I think I'm ready for this. I hadn't even contacted them. That being said, though, there's a lot of exciting things in your future that are coming. So exciting. You just have to be patient and ride this in your own path and be comfortable in your own shoes and know that it's going to happen for you like it's supposed to. A lot of people compare themselves to my journey and how it's been happening for me. Obviously, I'm your team leader, but I'm very different than everybody. I will say the one thing that I do tell people is I do run this like a business. And if you ask my husband, I act like I am running NASA. And if somebody calls, I have to get on that phone, because if that space shuttle goes down, it's going to be my fault and it's going to be all over the evening news. And that cannot happen. Today we were having a Memorial Day party and I jumped out of the pool to get to my Voxer to answer Mary because I knew it was important and I needed to do that. You don't have to do that right now. You don't have to do it that way. I'm just telling you the lengths of my business that I'm going to create that kind of success and momentum and drive, and my goals to build my team. Also, because I have no choice. We absolutely need the income. So every little bit helps. I'm doing this for the long haul. When I signed on, I immediately saw the vision and I ran with it. I sprinted with it. I'm still sprinting with it. And my husband, Rodan and Fields is the most important thing to me right now, aside from my family, yes, but I'm definitely acting like I'm running NASA. It's the most important job ever. My team is the most important people to me. My clients, my customers are so, so important. I want to make sure everybody's happy. And with direct selling, the advantage we have is if you put a ton of work in the beginning, a ton of work, you will reap the benefits later, to where you will be making a ton of income and you won't have to quite put in as much work. It'll more working itself for you. And that's the power of duplication. If you teach your teams correctly, they'll be off and running on their own in no time, and they'll be able to duplicate what you've shown them. About duplication in our team pages, I wrote down about just training in general. The tools that Debbie created on the Dream Team are phenomenal. I've heard of other consultants, and I've actually met with them recently for coffee. They don't have anything like what we have. Debbie just did recently videos that you should go and watch if you haven't watched them. And literally watch. Like, let it sink in. Take notes. Watch it again if you have to. It explains everything perfectly. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you. I wish I would have had that when I started her videos. And there were other videos, and oh my gosh, I did gobs of research. But those are just cut and dry, and they're all in a row, and it's just like everything you need to know right off the bat. What else did I write? Okay, so not just Debbie, though. Natalie and Nancy have really good videos. Nancy has some product videos that are amazing. Natalie has some direct selling videos that are just awesome. She's been reading from a book. I forget what the name of the book's called. But her videos are so good, so inspiring. These girls have done it with all different personalities. So you don't have to be like me. You don't have to be like Natalie. You can be Nancy, who is an introvert, who is super private on Facebook, who had to grow her business at her own rate. You can do that. It's all in your perception of yourself and your understanding of yourself, and knowing that the business is for you if you're willing. I think that's the key, that we all need to kind of swallow that. I also wrote down people not responding. I've heard this a lot lately. You're sending out messages, people aren't responding. That's normal. In January, I sent out over 200 messages. I think I might have maybe gotten 20 responses, maybe. I don't care. I mean, I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to follow up with them, and then I'm going to follow up with them, and then I'm going to follow up again. If you can get past posting and messaging and thinking that you're anything but helping people and giving them a gift, then you're going to do fine. I have a gift and I'm sharing it. That's my mindset and I'm sticking to it. um, you also have to stay consistent. And we talk about this a lot, but unless you're hearing it, I think from my voice and from everybody else's mouth in a setting where you're understanding what we're saying, consistency, posting 2 times a day, every single day makes the world of difference. I had a couple people who told me they were watching my posts every day. They were like excited to see what I was going to post next. And had I skipped a day or a couple of days, they would have been like, what's going on? Why isn't she posting? Maybe she's not serious about this business. Maybe she's not working anymore. I don't know. You never know. But no, I never did that. I will always, till the day I die, post 2 times a day. It is so important. Consistency is key, and showing that you are open for business is huge. It's huge. You have to do that. Not to mention, that's duplication. That's what Debbie at the top, Wendy above her, Sarah Robbins, that's what they all talk about. That this is what they did to be successful. And you can bet that if that's what they did, that's what I'm doing, no matter what happens. I will not let anything get in the way of posting or sharing or bragging on my team. There's just no excuses. This is truly an amazing business. And if you treat it that way, it will reward you. Just over the moon, just reward you and your family. I can't even tell you. I have some other notes. I'm just super passionate about it, and I want my passion to feed to you guys and to help you guys understand that this is so possible, and I want you to see the dream, the vision that I see for this, and understanding that it does take time, though. So get yourself 6 months in and then kind of feel where you're at, because I am at 6 months right now and my face has never been this good before, ever. And I will tell you, my first 2 to 3 months on Unblemished, it was kind of here and there. Like I had things come back. My face kind of was dry. It was a little bit reacted to the sun. It was, really itchy down here around these sides. Now I have none of that experience. I just have constant awesome skin. I get maybe a hormonal breakout, maybe during my period, but it doesn't usually happen every single time now. And that's crazy to me. I will always stay on Unblemished, though. I will tell you that. That's my pledge right now. We don't cure acne. It helps to treat it, but it's not a cure. And so I'm helping to maintain my clear face, but I have to always use Unblemished to do that. It doesn't happen overnight. I've kind of been touching on that, but it just doesn't happen overnight. One of my orders in December, my first month, was a retail order from my grandma's boyfriend. Another order was from a friend of mine, her mother-in-law, who ordered way too much and had no idea that she was doing that. So it was kind of an accidental big order. And then I had a couple other small orders from people that haven't reordered since. That's okay. It kicked me off, and I knew that I could do it. I had an order or two, and that's all I needed. It's totally a mental game, this business. You got to stay on top of yourself. Okay, so I know this video is going to be a little longer than normal, but my level up class is going on right now, and I loved our call from last week, so I'm tempted to send you guys the link in the comments section so you can listen to it and watch it, because Nurse Mary talks, and I totally geeked out. I love her. And there was just a lot of good tips on there, and sharing your why, and a lot of good product tips too that she talks about that I just think are invaluable. But we had a personal challenge that we had to talk to our teams about, and it's telling our story. So they said the team challenge is share your story with your team and invite them to share theirs. Ask your team what parts of the product and the business stories resonate with them. Okay, so my story is I have always suffered from acne. I've had it all over my face all the time. I've always was picking right here. My husband was always saying, get out of the mirror, stop picking your face, stop picking your face. And I swear to you, in the 6 months I've been using Unblemished, he has never once said to stop picking your face. That's crazy, because I swear that was half of what he said in our whole relationship since I've known him. So that was crazy for me. So I've always had acne, but it was more of a financial thing for us. Last year was the worst financial year we have ever had. He was in the oil and gas industry, and we were doing awesome. We made great money. We never worried about anything. I didn't have to work. We had one baby, one on the way. We just bought a house. It was just like we didn't worry about anything. And then oil crashed, and he got laid off, and his best friend committed suicide. And it was like, this is going to be a rough year. but we have a baby on the way. We've got to stay positive. We've got to know that God's got us. It's going to be okay. There's a plan for us. And I'm so thankful that he got laid off. And to say that today blows my mind because at the time I was thinking, God, why is this happening to us? I don't understand. He's such a good worker, or we need this so bad. It's so great for our family. When truth be told, God had a bigger plan for us, and it wasn't great for our family. And him being gone in the oil field was not a good thing. But him being home was a good thing. And him and us, the family, needing the income was a great thing because I was able to see this business as our future more clearly than maybe I wouldn't have had we had the income. So my sister-in-law, knowing that we definitely needed the finances, we needed the help with that. And I needed the acne help as well. She said, try on Blemish. I think it was like the week of Thanksgiving. And so I tried it, and it was about 1 week, if not maybe 10 days. I need to look at my pictures. And I was like, holy cow, this is transforming my face. Now, could I see? I was having some itching down here. Yes, I could tell my face was adjusting to the stronger regimen because I've never used a regimen before. And a lot of our PCs go through that, and some of our consultants when joining too. I knew I actually had some redness and some bumps around my jawline just because it's more sensitive right there. And I had probably 4 to 6 weeks in, I had some breakouts here. But I knew this stuff, the products work. Like if they weren't going to work, it was going to be because of me, not because of the products. They work. So I just knew my face was changing, and I knew that it was getting better. I had used Clean and Clear from the grocery store for my whole life. In high school, I did use Proactive and it worked great, but I'd been off that for years. So I used it and I told her, this is working. Look at my face. Holy cow. And then I sent her a before and after, and I was like, it hit me. If she shares this picture, people are going to want to buy this from her. And I have to step in right now and tell myself that this is for our family. And if I share this, people are going to want to know where the heck I got it. How do they buy it? And what is this business? What are you doing? Like I've got to figure out here, now, when, why exactly, because this is it for me. I truly wholeheartedly believe that this is a life-changing business, and I saw it in that moment. I wanted to sign up so badly November 30th, and I didn't understand why, but her upline, Amy and Kelly, told me December 1st. I had no idea why. I was like, no, I want to start today. I want to post today. I want to tell everybody today. They said, no, wait for December 1st. If you can just wait one day, it's better to start on the 1st. If we can help it, we'll get your CRP on the 1st, your pulse. I had no idea what the heck they were talking about. But I waited. And so it was a matter of hours of me deciding yes and wanting to start the evening of the 30th to where they said, yeah, let's just wait till the 1st. They knew I was all in also. They knew I wasn't going anywhere, so we waited till the 1st. I have never been so excited to start something ever. And realizing that I was going to have to post 2 times a day was a really hard pill for me to swallow. I post all the time about my kids, about politics, about, if I'm going to be honest, probably a lot of negative and bad things in the past, but I just posted and I didn't really think about the repercussions of that or just kind of what negativity I was bringing to the world. But now with Rodan and Fields, I love posting twice a day and I don't post negative things. And it's not that I'm not being real. It's just that's not what I want to bring out in either my family's life, my business. And if you listen to the training call, she talks about how Amy Cassidy will post real things with a spin on them. So you kind of see the light in the story, or you see the lesson learned, or she just makes it sound funny. So if something happened to their family and it maybe could have had a negative connotation, she just makes it sound like they got the best life lesson out of it. And maybe it didn't all go right. Maybe some things happened along the way, some hiccups, some bumps, but overall, it was a good lesson learned. So if you can share things that way and learn how to storytell that way, it really can benefit your business. I think also on training calls, you've got to make it a priority to listen to the training calls. And if you can ever help it, listen to them live. It makes the world a difference. Wendy said last night, she doesn't miss a training call. Like her first year, she listened to everyone live. I think her second year, she listened to every single one live, but like 2, maybe, I think. I always am on my training calls. I'm always on my level up calls for this training class. Nat Pack challenge. I will be on every single call for Natalie's, except for last week. I wasn't live because I was at a church function, praising Jesus, and that was really, really, really important to me, and I needed to be there for that. So back onto my short story. Sorry, that was a tangent. Essentially, I saw the business and I knew that this was the absolute best thing for our family, and I just ran with it. I got my first business partner, Morgan, 7 weeks into the business. It killed me in the beginning to have her sign up as a PC because I truly knew that she was going to be a consultant, but she needed to try the products first. And so I say that because you guys might have consultants on your team that are PCs right now. They haven't become a consultant yet, but they may be. And so just to know that that's possibly there. There's a lot of PCs that turn consultants. Heather was one of my PCs that became a consultant. Tina was one of my PCs that became a consultant. It's always going to be out there. People just want to try and they want to see why you're excited. So that's something to think about too. I think this is all I have. I know this is about a 20-minute video, but I just felt like I haven't touched base with you guys in a while. We are having, once again, a record-breaking month on the mob. A little bit about our stats. I'll cover them on the 31st or the 1st. I'm not sure yet. We've had amazing numbers. We've grown 17 people. Our team volume is way ahead of last month. It's crazy. And you guys are just duplicating and you're making it work. I had a couple questions today about Lead the Way. And I wanted you guys to know that Lead the Way is easier than you think. There's a file on it, but all you have to do is go to the dashboard on Pulse and click Lead the Way and use your login that you use in for Pulse, and type in your password, and you're in. Set your goals. That is it. That's all you have to do is set goals, and you don't even have to reach them. They just have to be personal goals. Set them, make sure it's all in there, set it up, and then you're done. And then as long as you're striving for something, that's all they want to know is that you've set some kind of goal. If you don't reach it, that's okay. But they'll reward you for what you do reach, and that's the important part. A couple other things I've been asked, so I just want to clear them up on here. PSQV is personally sponsored qualifying volume. What goes in that bucket? That is anybody on your team, anything that they personally do goes into your PSQV. Anything that you sell goes into your PSQV as a PC order. I think that's it. And then your retail orders, people that don't order as PCs, go into your SV. And then your personal CRP goes into your SV. To be able to learn all that lingo and speak about it like it's just normal English, it's just going to take time. There's nothing else to it other than that. There are videos, there are outlets. Every team, my team, Nancy's team, Natalie's team, Debbie's team, there's files for everything. There's videos for this. Go watch them. Just spend a little bit of time and invest it into your business, and know that if it's not happening right away, it's still going to happen for you. I don't know how much battery I have left on here, but I wanted to tell you a quick story since you're just listening anyway. Because I know you all know a lot about some of these names, Debbie, Natalie, Nancy, if you're new. But Crystal Archie was above Debbie, and she's the one who signed up Debbie. There's a story that Crystal's told on one of the training calls, and I may not talk about it exactly to a T, but I want to find that call so you can listen to it. Essentially, though, she had been a level 3 leader for quite a while. She was making about $2,000 a month for pretty consistently. I want to say it was over a year, maybe 2. She didn't give up though. She didn't say, "Oh my gosh, I'm not growing my team. Nobody's signing up with me. I'm losing PCs. I only got, a little bit here, a little bit there." No, she just kept going. She stayed positive, and she knew that this is her path. It's going to happen for her. And one day she signed up Debbie Coder. And ever since then, it has been life-changing for her. I mean, she's definitely $1 million earner. I don't know her exact monthly income, but it's pretty crazy. She went from making $2,000 a month to making multiple 6-figure digits a month. So that's something to think about. You just never know. You never know who's going to sign up next month. You never know what your fourth month is going to look like. You don't know what your year in is going to look like. All I can tell you is if you don't give up and you keep trying and you stay positive and you utilize your team leaders and you utilize the tools given on our amazing team, you will be successful. That is the only trick to the business, is I have utilized everything given and I followed all the steps. I post twice a day. I message people every single day. I never stop doing that. I listen to all the training calls and I treat my business like I'm the CEO. Like I told you, I treat it like I run NASA. I will fly at it anywhere to get to my phone to help a customer or a consultant because it truly matters that much to me. I feel like if I put in that much time and effort right now, possibly next summer, I might be able to ease up a little bit and take a little time away from my phone and go on vacation. But to me, I got to get there. I got to build my team. I want you guys to be strong and I want you to be comfortable and I want you to grow into your own business. That's truly my goal, is you guys. So I'm here for you. I wanted to do this because there's been a lot on my heart lately that I wanted to share with you guys. I haven't been quite sure how to put it into words, but it came to me tonight. And so I just wanted to share this with you guys. If you have any questions, please ask your sponsor. Go through the uplines. But feel free to comment on here and post on here if what you liked, what you didn't like. If there's anything else you want to know, please ask me. And I'm going to post my Level Up link just for you guys to watch this week because I think it was so, so helpful. And if you don't know what Level Up is, it's just a class that I'm taking as a Level 5 leader that corporate they put on for leaders to become Level 5. And it's just an extra corporate thing I do on Wednesday nights. So it's just a class I listen to and they hold, and it's full of really good information. And I'm not even sure if we're supposed to share with you. I don't think we are, but I just feel like you guys need to hear this. So and I want you to kind of see what it's like. And when you get to level 3, 4, 5, what's coming for you, what training corporate puts towards you. They truly want to help you and build your business, and they're investing in us. So, all right, that's enough. I could probably go on. It's been 26 minutes. So I hope you guys have a good night and a really good month end. Let's push it. I think we have a day left. Yep, a full day. And let's make sure we get our BBLs done for the Nap Pack Challenge. So I'm excited for June, you guys. May has been amazing. All right, good night.